While most traders are losing sleep over Nvidia's wild volatility and price swings, I'm using this opportunity to get paid premium income on a weekly and monthly basis. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use the roller coaster of Nvidia's price swings to your advantage and collect some juicy premiums. What's up, premium chasers? I have a special giveaway to every single commenter down below. You guys already know I love writing one-page ebooks and cheat sheets for myself to always refresh on different kinds of trading strategies. Today, everybody's going to get our High IV ebook. Basically, this is an implied volatility playbook that helps you decide what entry points and exit points to do on your trades that you're going to be learning about today. And it's very helpful because High IV is great only if you know how to use it to your advantage. But today, guys, we're talking about Nvidia, one of my favorite companies to trade options on. And you're going to see how you can use this strategy not just on Nvidia, but on other stocks as well that have a lot of volatility and collect premium income on a weekly or even monthly basis. So let's first go over and show you guys how this actually works, how you get paid. And then I know you're going to have a lot of questions as well about this, and we're going to cover them in today's video as well. So we're just going to be using Robinhood here for our example. We could see that Nvidia is down 7% today. If you wanted to go buy 100 shares of Nvidia, what most people will do is they'll just come to Nvidia here on their brokerage or whatever they're using and put $10,000 and $10,000, a little over $10,000, and they will purchase 100 shares of Nvidia. And then they will sit and they will wait. The problem with sitting and waiting, guys, is it doesn't always work that well, right? We could see Nvidia was trading around $85, $90 last year. And if you held each share for a year, you would have made $20, let's just say. I'll give you the 20, right? Like, that's a losing strategy, okay? And I'm going to show you the better strategy where we get paid no matter what the stock is doing. It's going up, down, sideways, whatever it's got to do, right? We're getting paid premium income. So I'm going to go to the trade options. I'm going to click sell a put, and I'm going to just quickly do a 30-day out. What did I just do? Well, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to sell a put. A sell put basically means that we are saying we're willing to buy 100 shares of a stock, Nvidia, at a price that we choose on our expiration date, right? And get paid a premium for doing so. Get paid a real income for doing so. Let me make it full circle for you, so it makes sense, okay? Nvidia is currently trading at 104, okay? Now just ask yourself, okay? It's trading at 104. 30 days from now, May 16th, what would you buy Nvidia for? Now, maybe you're somebody that doesn't even like Nvidia. Let's just pretend we all love Nvidia, all right? Maybe you don't. There's a stock out there that you love, Apple, Amazon, whatever it is, all right? And you're like, you know what? I would totally buy, if Nvidia hits $90, I'm totally willing to buy it in 30 days from now. That's a great price. I don't mind buying those 100 shares for $900. I'm totally game for that, okay? And I'd be happy to own it because I know Nvidia, right, will bounce back, okay? Now, this strategy, of course, just like investing in general, you should only be investing in stocks that you actually believe in, right? The last thing you want to do is get financial advice from a YouTuber, okay? Right? So go do your own research. You're an adult, all right? So right here, let's just say we can all agree Nvidia in 30 days, we like it. Well, right here, you could see we would collect $202 of income. That is deposited immediately into your account. You can transfer it to your bank. You can go use it. You can go have a nice little date night. You could do whatever you got to do. All right. I don't think I need to tell you how to spend money. All right. I think you know how to do that. So you're collecting $200. We'll just say 200 because the market's obviously open, so it's kind of fluctuating. So we'll just say 200. Now, what is our collateral? Right? Because there's a collateral, right? Your brokerage ain't gonna let just anybody come in here and be like, oh yeah, you'll buy 100 shares in 30 days. Well, can you actually buy it in 30 days? So you actually need to put some money on the line. That's called collateral, with margin or with cash in your account. Okay, so what is our collateral here? Well, 90 times 100, what is it, guys? What is it? It's $9,000, right? So we'll put $9,000 of our collateral right here, which yields us a 2.2% return, right? That's taking our premium, dividing it by our collateral, which gives us our 2.22% return. Pretty dang good to make a 2.22% return in a single month. Annualized, what are we looking at? 27% return annualized. Listen, if that doesn't excite you, I'm not the guy for you. I'm a realistic individual. And if you're chasing like the butthole coin, right, and other meme stocks, this place ain't for you, all right? We're about building wealth consistently the smart way on stocks that we actually love and producing real money that we can actually spend and make our money actually work for you, right? People have been telling me this crap for years, guys. Oh, make your money work for you, make your money work. And all these Dave Ramsey and all that, they got their plays, right? They're smart people. I'm not taking any way away from them. But listen, we all want money now to spend. How do we actually make our money work for us to actually go and use our money and enjoy our lives? This is the only strategy I know about, truly. That doesn't have any expenses in it. There's no business, right? It's just, taxes. Taxes are unavoidable, nothing in this life, and no matter what you do, right? But this is the only thing I've ever come across, and that's why I am so passionate about this topic, right? It is my mission in life to I want everybody to know about this, because anybody can do this, but they make it complicated for people, right? We just generated $200 out of an options buyer. Smack it, right? Oh, I thought my daughter's broken again, man. I had to change the batteries on this thing already, right? So we can buy as many contracts as we want, depending on your budget. I don't know you, right? I have no idea who you are, but I can tell you, obviously, go do your own risk tolerance level and see how much you can afford. Let's say you can afford 5 contracts of this, right? That would require you to have, 9 times 5, right, is 45, right? But that would pay you $1,000. If you had $50,000 or $45,000, you could do this. Right? You could do this on a monthly basis and collect an extra $1,000 per month, right? That's fantastic, right? That's the smarter way to buy stocks. Let me show you the flip side, because some of you are like, hey, okay, you got my attention. All right, I'm doing like the Trump hands. Right? So I have not a good impersonation though. All right, that's the Shane Gillis. All right, so few things can happen. All right, I'm going to open up this 90 contract because I know some of you are excited. You're like, this is awesome. But let's all be realistic human beings for a second, because a few things can happen, right? Number one, drops to 90, drops to $1, one single dollar hair. Next month, Nvidia drops to $1. You are buying it for $90. There's strategies with rolling and all this stuff, but blah, blah, blah. That's more advanced stuff. We'll get to that at some point, right? And there's stuff on the channel, okay? Or watch the link in the description if you really want to learn more stuff. But you will have to buy it for 90, okay? That's a reality of the situation. The biggest risk of this is a company goes bankrupt and you still have to buy the shares. So your $9,000 would be taken from you. It would be given 100 shares of Nvidia, okay? Then that's not to scare you. Is it realistic that in 30 days Nvidia goes to $1? Weigh those risks for yourself. For me, I don't see it happening. Me personally, I just don't see it. And even if it hits 90, again, it's Nvidia, AI, chips, right? Quantum computing, most valuable company in the world. I don't see it going bankrupt. So to me, my risk level, my risk tolerance, I have no problem owning Nvidia at $90, right? That's the first thing that can happen. Second thing that can happen, right, is your Nvidia stays above 90. It's at 91, May 16th. It's at $91, right? It's $91. Your contract will expire worthless. Your collateral will be freed up, right? For you to then run another play again, to do another sell put for 30 days out, or you could do it even weeklies. I have videos on weeklies as well. We're just showing you the whole strategy or on the best way to trade Nvidia, in my opinion. All right. Then you could just come back in here, select June 16th, and then run the play again. Simple as that. Okay. Now, what prices should we choose? When should we be selling puts? When is the best time to do it, Pete? There's a lot that goes into this, okay? I'm not going to lie to you, okay? For most of you, you want to, I always tell people, spend about a year learning this, because the best part about this strategy, guys, is you don't trade a lot. You're trading maybe if you're doing this 12 times a year, if you did this, right? Maybe 24 times on the call side. You're not a day trade. We're not day trade. Listen, guys, I'm not that smart, right? But this is a strategy that works really well for me because it fits into my lifestyle, and it takes an hour, not even an hour a day, an hour a month, right? But there are things you need to learn about, okay? And I do recommend it takes about a year, because you're going to need to learn how to do the trades and all that, and you don't trade a lot. So there's stuff that you learn, right? So the first thing I want to tell you about is, when do you do this? When is the best time to sell a put, to potentially buy 100 shares? All right, let's go over the shoulder. I'm using Nvidia here on our Yahoo Finance app, okay? You can see I'm just on Yahoo Finance. Yo, don't judge. Listen, I'm getting a minivan. I got my third kid on the way. I never wanted it. I never wanted it, but it's happening. RIP, RIP. So chart. Listen. We're going to Nvidia on our Yahoo Finance app, and then we're going to chart right here. Okay. Where's Nvidia at on this chart? All right. Let me actually clear everything up here. Because I know this can seem intimidating. Don't be intimidated. This is simple. All right. We're now on a very clean looking screen. We can see Nvidia is at $104. Okay. Rule of thumb. Very simple rule. A writer downer, if you will. Sell puts on red days, right? Simple man, caveman brain. Is it red day? Yes. Okay. Let's take it a step further. We're going to add an indicator. We're going to click indicator here, and you're going to add this thing called Bollinger Bands. This pop-up will come up. It's going to tell you what the period is. Just put 30 here, and then I'll explain what that 30 is here in a second. Click done. Go to your 1 month chart or your 3 month. It doesn't matter. All right. We'll just put the 3 month on right here. Okay, now we have this little graphic that was added on. The Bollinger Bands, this middle one, is telling you the 30-day moving average of NVIDIA. That period that I showed you, that's the 30-day moving average of NVIDIA. It's $111. That's the 30-day average. I think you know what I'm saying. Okay, the top Bollinger Band, bottom Bollinger Band. This tells you a range that the stock is most likely to trade in. Okay. You can see if we go over the past 6 months, NVIDIA hits the top of the Bollinger Band, retracts down, hits the bottom, maybe dips below the bottom, retracts up, maybe shoots above a little bit above, right? Comes back down. And it's usually staying in those Bollinger Bands. Now, of course, there's those massive drops where it drops because nobody knows what the stock's going to do. Don't ever trust anybody. Listen, there is any teenager that you follow on TikTok that is telling you, I called out XYZ, right? Join my Discord, get my trading signals, fam. I'm going to make you rich, fam, right? Listen, you are a smart person. I genuinely believe if you found this video and you came, I'm telling you, you are a smart person, but we all can get caught up in some insane hype. So just be smart. Listen, just be smart. That's all I'm going to tell you, right? Nobody knows. And some of you are getting on like sales calls with people that I've heard, and they're promising you 60% returns, 40% returns. You can easily get 10% returns a month. Use your brain. You're smart. Nobody knows what the stock market is going to do. They would be on CNBC if they did. They would be everywhere, okay? But they're not. They're on YouTube and TikTok. All right. Nobody knows what the stock market is going to do. Sorry for the brutal honesty, but nobody knows. Right. But these kind of tools allow us to help build a thesis on why we do something. You as a trader, right? And I don't even like to call us traders because I don't consider myself a day trader, but we trade a lot, especially in like the volatility of that is Nvidia right now. So we are trading more than normal. Okay. Because there is such big price swings. But we don't often trade a lot, okay? So we are seeing NVIDIA right here, and it is trading between this middle Bollinger Band and this bottom Bollinger Band. Usually, you want to be towards the bottom Bollinger Band to get an amazing premium and a great strike for NVIDIA. For example, a lot of our community was heavily doing cash secured puts on NVIDIA when it dropped to this 95 level. Okay, it dropped to this 95 level. We were able to do cash secured puts on NVIDIA and get paid like $300-$400. And our strike price that we selected here was 80. Right now, the 80s, look up the 80s are right now. It's giving you $76. This is why timing is kind of important. Now, you don't have to. You could just do it right now. It's down 7%, right? And you could do your 80 and collect $76, or you do your 90. It's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong. And we're going to keep talking about that. But a little bit of patience does pay. Us option sellers, which that is all we do here on this channel, we are in the business of being patient. We get paid to be patient. Time is on our side. And some of you just rush too many things and it ends up really hurting you. Right? It really ends up, you force trades that if you waited a day or two. Now, do I think NVIDIA right now is a good time to get into? Yeah, I do. Right? Yeah, I do. Because it's dropped 7%. Big price swings like this, I will consider it. Okay, so it's at 105. And again, this is a decent setup. Again, it's better if it's at the bottom Bollinger Band or even under it to do your cash secured puts. Now, let's talk about the other end of this. Now, what if you actually have to buy NVIDIA? It drops to $90. It drops to 85 and you got to buy it at 90, right? Your 9 grand is taken from you and you're handed your 100 shares. Now what do we do? Well, now we do something called a covered call, a sell call, okay? For simplicity's sake. Now what we do is sell a call, okay? Now we get to select the strike price that we're willing to sell our 100 shares at. Okay, we get to now choose how the price we're willing to sell our 100 shares at. Let me show you. We'll just keep it at 110, just keep it really simple. Let's say you bought them at 90 and you're willing to sell your shares a month later at 110. Well, for that, you would collect $425 immediately into your account. I'm going to go to our super simple man's covered call calculator. All these calculators are available for free. If you don't know, where am I? In my free mastermind group. It's a free Facebook group. It's a vibe. It's fun. Go in there, introduce yourself, and share your wins. Post questions, do all that good stuff. Links will be in the description. All right. Everything is free on this channel. The only thing, if you ever want to pay for it, and I'm being fully transparent, I think you guys like that, is if you want to work one-on-one with me, because obviously that takes my time. That's it. All right. There's nothing else. Join our free Facebook group. Go start collecting some premiums. Change your life. All right. So what are we doing here? Covered call calculator. Okay. We are here and we are collecting a premium of $430. Okay. $430. Now that's some juice, right? That's some juice. If you're wondering where that premium is coming from and what this whole option button is, this is or the juice button. This money, some of you don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from an options buyer. You've probably bought options before. You've probably fell for a teenager who sold you some Telegram access and he was telling you what to do with your money, right? And what he was probably telling you to do with your money was buy options, because buying options is a gamble, right? We don't gamble here. We are the house. We are collecting all of these desperate individuals' money because we have money, right? Listen, I got into an argument with somebody on TikTok. He didn't have a profile pic. I have no idea who this person was, right? But I got in an argument with an individual like this, okay? And they were saying that this strategy that we're doing is gambling. And I want to tell you something, right? And I told this person, listen, the unfortunate reality of this world is that it takes money to make money. And then this individual, I think, was definitely trolling me because they had no profile pic and inappropriate TikToks, basically told me only broke people say that. And I was like, that made no sense. So I just stopped responding to the conversation. But the point I'm trying to make is it takes money to make money, bro. Like, if you don't believe that, go look at every single wealthy person in the world, right? Like, the more money you have, the more leverage you have. And I got another argument with somebody else about leverage. I don't know what's in the TikTok water, guys. It's TikTok brain. I call it the TikTok brain. There's a lot of it out there. Be careful. But yeah, it's like some people are like, no, like leverage is a terrible thing. I'm like, dude, holy Dave Ramsey brain. Like what? Like you cannot. What are you talking about? The only way to get ahead with money is leveraging your money to do things for you, whether it's real estate, investing, starting a business. What? Like, come on, guys. So what are we doing here? We are leveraging our 100 shares as collateral. Now our collateral, our income, that 9 grand isn't the collateral anymore. Our collateral now, right, is our money, I'm getting TikTok brain, is our shares, our 100 shares. We're putting those on the line and saying we're willing to sell them for 110. So go to our cover call calculator. Our strike of the option here is $110. All right. Strike of op, put 110. What did you buy your shares at? 90. I got actually a good question with one of our private clients yesterday. And he asked me, Pete, when you do covered calls, let's say I got assigned like 90, right? I got assigned 90 at 90s. My 9 grand is taken. I got my 100 shares. Now I'm going to do cover calls on them, but Nvidia is trading at 85. What do you do, Pete? Like, do you wait till it recovers to where you are close to your purchase strike price, right? What do you do? Well, number one, listen, easiest way to answer this question is number one, always sell it for more than you bought it for. I think we all know that. So, but secondly, is what is the best time? Usually I will, even if it's not a great setup, which we're going to talk about how to look for setups here for the cover calls, is I will sell it anyway. So I will sell it at like 90. I'll look at the 95 strikes, right? Maybe it's trading at 85. There's some bad news. I'm trying to immediately put my money to work for me. I'm always making my money. I'm going to say this as like a very broad thing, but I don't want it to be taken literally. But for the most part, it's kind of literally. There's really not a time that I'm not running covered calls. Like almost ever, unless I literally can't get to the strike price because there's been like just a terrible news on the company. For the most part, everything, my money is always working for me. You will win out. You will win more that way. You just will, because your money's constantly being grabbed up, even if you're maybe not being patient and waiting for the perfect setup. Because sometimes, guys, we can't just sit around and wait for the perfect setup. Maybe that doesn't happen. Like Nvidia right here, like maybe it's going to shoot right back up like it had here, right? Like you take the opportunities when they're there. Perfect setups are fantastic in the moment when they present themselves, right? Like they did last week. Take advantage at those moments, right? But now, right, like here, if I get assigned Nvidia at 90, I'm going to try to do like 95s, right? Or anything above what I purchased it for immediately, right? Right? But for this example, we're obviously selling at 110, right? We're getting about almost a 5% premium return. So that's 430 divided by 9,000 is 4.78% on your money in another 30 days. Profit on the shares, if we sell them, is $2,000 for a total profit on this covered call trade of 27% or $2,400 with our cash secured put, our $200 as well. Simple math. Whoa. Simple math, right? 200 right here. We collected on this trade in about 2 months' time, $2,600. Full disclosure. Some of you are like, okay, that's great, Pete. But what is like, come on, like, what aren't you telling me? Well, number one, most options contracts expire worthless, right? So what does that mean? Well, that means Nvidia will most likely stay about under 110, right? And your options contract will expire worthless, and then you just run another covered call. It's a good mixture of them both, okay? It's a good mixture of them both. Now, talking about, to make it full, so a few things can happen. Obviously, number one, your shares get to 110. Let's say Nvidia goes to 140, 150, 160, 180, $5,000 per share next month. You're selling yours at 110, okay? Number two things that can happen. I have too much. Yeah, we just having fun. If you can't have fun, listen, this ain't the channel for you. Number two, it stays below 110. Your shares get your shares get returned to you, and then you can run another covered call, collect more premium. Most of the time, guys, with this strategy, you're getting assigned about 20 to 30% of the time on both the covered call and cash secured put side, and you're simply just walking away with your premiums. That's making your money work for you, if you ask me, because you can reinvest this money, you can spend this money, whatever you want to do. How do you know the setups on the covered call side, right? We just do the opposite of the cash secured put. We're now waiting for it to be towards its top Bollinger Band. For example, when it was right here, 146, 148, everyone was like, Nvidia's down up to 200, and then Nvidia's going up to 200. What were we doing? We're selling covered calls because they're gamblers. Listen, let me show you something. All right, this is called the Fear and Greed Index. Right? We're at 18 right now. If you look, this is a very simple thing, but people don't understand it. Very simple. Extreme fear and fear, right? What are we doing here? We're usually selling our cash secured puts, right? This is when we're loading up on that ammo. When we're in greed and extreme greed, as hard as it might be for you, start selling your shares. That's up to you what you do. That it's your own financial, you make your own financial decisions, but this is just what I like to do. Load up when everybody's scared, right? You heard the quote, whatever it is, like, load up when the blood's in the streets. This is the time to be loading up when the blood is in the streets. But now everybody's running scared. But then you could sell it right back to them whenever we get back into our bull market. Guys, don't forget, drop a comment for your chance to get, or everybody's going to get our IV ebook that's going to show you even more details on this strategy. Make sure you are liked and subscribe to the channel as well. I release content like this every single day. And if you are somebody that is more serious about setting up an option selling portfolio for yourself, I can actually work with a very small group of people in a more one-on-one intimate setting. If you want to learn more about this, it's a year-long incubator program. It will be linked down below in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I will see y'all tomorrow.